Hello and welcome to the next part of the Introduction to PlayCanvas video set. In this video we're going to talk about lights. Let's start with the default light that's included in all new PlayCanvas scenes, the directional light. A directional light is a light source which simulates light coming from a long way away, like the sun, where all the light rays are coming from one direction uniformly. You can see that moving the directional light has no effect. Let's delete the directional light entity and create the next type, which is a point light. A point light radiates light in all directions evenly, lighting a spherical area around the center. When you select it, you can see the sphere of light that is defined by the range property. If you change the range, the sphere of light changes. I'll delete the point light now and create the final type of light, the spotlight. You can create a spotlight from the New Entity menu by selecting New Spotlight. A spotlight creates a cone of light, much like a real-life spotlight, and you can move it and rotate it to get the lighting setup that you require. For this demo, we're going to keep the spotlight, so I'll launch the application to see the light in the live scene. That looks pretty good. Now let's change the light color. In this case, I think we want a nice blue shade to match the robot. We can also change the intensity to make it brighter or dimmer. I think we want to double the intensity for this scene. We can also set the range and the cone angle. We can make it very short range or very long range, but I think 10 meters is pretty good. And we can change the angle to make it wider or narrower. And here's the view with all the changes live in the currently running application. The next step is to enable dynamic shadows. To do this, we enable cast shadows on the light, but we also need to enable it on any model that we wish to cast shadows, in this case the robot. And as you can see, the shadows immediately appear. There are a couple of properties you might like to tweak for your shadows. The shadow bias and the offset bias properties can help you make sure your shadows are correctly positioned on the ground and that you don't get any strange artifacts. But in this case, I think it looks pretty good. The final thing I want to do is get rid of the ambient lighting in the background of my scene. And I'll do that by changing the global ambient light value of the scene. I'll bring the global ambient down to black to remove all ambient lighting. And now all you can see is the area lit by the spotlight.